Right, welcome to the hot and spicy. How are you doing? Bit of a mixture of things here. Something new for me, and this is a lamb I can never say it. It's in the title. It's like a piece of lamb you've just cooked in the oven for half an hour and chop it up. I've chopped it up anyway. It was quite a big piece of lamb actually, and I've chopped it up and put it's cooked in some Naga chili sauce and some scorpion chili sauce. You would have seen that in the intro probably, going in, and basted it in that and everything, and then when it's ready rested it, chopped it up and added some fresh bird's eye chilies, if you can see that. This is a spare package of hot chicken kebab meat. I've also added some Buldak chili sauce to that and some fresh chilies. These are fries which I've added paprika and what do you call it? Black pepper. Hope you can see that, yeah. And then also we've got some flatbreads and some rockets which will give a nice peppery taste. So further ado, we've got this glass, my bitter, which I haven't opened yet, so we'll do that first. We're using a beer, new glass, everything. Just bear with me 1 minute. Yeah. So what are you up to this weekend? Anything exciting? Let that settle for a minute. Actually, let's try a piece of lamb. I love lamb. So tender and so flavoursome. There it is, that's the heat. Going to be buildy in it. Anyway, before we do that, thanks for joining me. Cheers, good health and all the best. The fan is on. My number one fan. Hopefully it's not too intrusive. Come on, get no better than that. Oh, like down in creamy goodness. And then there's some of this tiki sauce, I can't pronounce it, which you put on the top, and it's basically a sort of milky, minty sauce. Not keen on that, but I've put it on, it's meant to be there. So we're going to just take a bit of this rocket off. I'm just going to fill my boots really. Sort of like kebab type thing. There's fresh chilies and everything in here. We'll mix it up. Bit of the old chicken kebab meat. This has got hot sauce on it. This should be hot, this mixture, because there's sauce, fresh chilies, Naga, scorpion. Well, if this doesn't burn me, there's something wrong with me. Let's see how we get on with that. On a bed of rocket, which will give a nice sort of peppery background to it. I'm not sure if you're supposed to do it like this, but you're not supposed to spill it either. Wow, them flatbreads are nice. They're new. Oof. This is good. So there's loads going on. Naga, scorpion, that's burning. This sauce in here, I can taste that, there's Buldak. That's hot, but it's not severe. But all added together, and then I'm getting this fresh heat, and you think, what the hell? And that's the bird's eye chilies, and they're raw. fresh as a daisy. Try a fry. We have a new glass. You can see that. Snowden craft beer. So the first one is this one here, Snowden Craft Lager. Don't mess with Texas. Thank you, Andy. These have been in the fridge, I'd say a week and a half, somewhere around there, these beers. So they're well chilled. Let that settle for a minute while we take another munch. This is lovely. So what do you have, or what are you having in front of you on this rather blustery yet warm evening? I don't know if you can see that, that's a chili plant. It's not real, it's a just for the wow. Hang on. That is lovely, absolutely beautiful. Quite light. Very nice actually with this. I wasn't sure with all the different sort of like scorpion, Naga, bird's eye, Buldak. You're mixing them up. Okay, you get a nice heat. That's a lovely burn. But flavour is important, and the flavour's good. It's not, you know, it's This is good. I'm not tasting that sauce, but the sort of milky, minty sauce. I've only put a bit on that. Been looking forward to this. Crunchy on the outside, fluffy on the inside, and we've got, as I say, there's a lovely pepperiness from this rocket, plus the pepper on here, and the paprika is lovely. Have you got any plans this weekend? Mrs. H, she who must be obeyed. She's just arrived back. There's the Buldak. Lovely. From London. London. She went there with her sister and her mum to see our nephew's, he was in a show in a theatre. He has been doing several shows, and it was his last show last night, and so they went to see the show and then said it was fantastic. And then they had a meal after, met him, had a meal after, and then that's something they spent this morning with him. Had a bit of brunch, I believe. This is hitting the spot. Burning. Wow. The whole mouth, tongue, inner lips, bloody outer lips, everything. And yet it's quite a light meal. This here was in the freezer, this hot chicken kebab meat. I have used that in the video. There's half a pack left, so that's gone now, so freezer's getting nice and empty, ready to, oops, spit it out, ready to be restocked. The more it burns, the more I want to add. Oh, what a difference a fan makes. My number one. Tell you, I was watching last night again, some of the old British comedians, at the time where you didn't have to swear and still be funny, and Dick Emery in his, used to do his oh, I've spoke before, haven't I? Oh, hello Hunker Tonks, how are you? Who's the other one? Oh, Tommy Cooper. Oh, I love that fella. The late Tommy Cooper. Just like that. He could just walk on stage. I was talking to a chap I delivered to, John, and he was a member of a band in the 60s. There's lots of groups, and the Beatles and all that were relatively unknown, he said, was it there at that time? They were getting known, but not as big as they went or became. Anyway, he said he was asked to work the lights in there's a little Welsh town called Corwen, and Corwen Pavilion. Not sure if it's still there or not. Anyway, who was coming there? Tommy Cooper to perform, and so all the lights were out, and they did a big intro. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome onto stage, and he was known then, Tommy, Mr. Tommy Cooper, and all they could hear on the mic was where's the stage? And they were all laughing, just hearing that voice, that just unique voice. He hadn't gone on the stage. He hadn't gone on the stage yet. They were laughing. His red fez. I watched the night he died. It was live. Was it the London Palladium or somewhere? Poor thing. Heart attack, I think it was. This is the hottest. You've got the fresh chilies, the Buldak. This is hot. But that Buldak sauce is doing, it's the sauce they use in the 2 times spicy Samyang ramen noodles. Yeah, old Tommy. Another comedian I didn't know, well I did know, was Ken Goodwin. He was more famous in the 70s, good singer. And I never realised he retired to Ross-on-Sea, the video I've just made. And him and his wife, and then I think it was his second wife, was it? He had to go into a nursing home there. And he died in 2012. And his service was in just in Llandudno, in a church. And I went to try and look for his grave. So I rang the crematorium. I knew them in the crem. She said it was only the service that he wasn't buried there. He went from there. He got cremated in Colwyn Bay, I expect. And his family took his ashes. So more useless information for you. That was lovely. I think I'm ready for round 2. But don't worry, I won't make you watch it all. You probably won't finish it all. But again, something you can eat cold. And it's such a sensation having cold food which burns your mouth. It isn't. So we've got flatbread and green rocket. We've got the lamb, shawarma, something it's called, with that tiki sauce, fresh bird's eye chilies, Naga chili sauce or paste, scorpion chili sauce and paste, and then the hot, I didn't find it that hot on its own, but it's marked as hot. It was either from Iceland or Farm Foods, this kebab stuff. But it's good. But I've had it, as I say, the Buldak. You can see the redness on the plate there. Buldak sauce. That's a good thing I bought that. Lovely stuff. And fresh chilies. Here we go. Fries. On this end bit. Half is jumping out. Get in there. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of that lately. Watching the old Dick Emery, Tommy Cooper. A couple of Desert Connor shows. The 2 Ronnies, Little and Large. I wasn't a huge fan of them for some reason, because the big fella used to take over somehow. Eddie Large, Sid Little, Sid ran a pub, I think, with his wife somewhere, I can't remember now. A small fella. Two Ronnies, Morecambe and Wines. We had some good comedians, comedy sketches, Benny Hill. But the thing is, you didn't realise then how good they were until you see everything today, I suppose. It's Tommy Cooper. This is burning. As you can see, no sweat tonight. What a difference. What a difference a day makes. Sorry. That fantastic. If you're watching this, Mark, colleague in work, he said try and spice it up, try and level it. You need to go there, you know what I mean? Put it up a bit more. It was alright there, sat there, innit, watching somebody else. But I've done it. 4 lots of heat in it. And there's a part of me thinking I could have gone higher. The end bits soon dry up, don't they? This is lovely. Meal tomorrow. We're having a rest day. We may pop just locally for a few sort of grocery things, but other than that, relax, maybe spot something in the garden, do a bit. And Mrs H will be tired anyway after a long weekend in, well, a long weekend, Friday, Saturday in London. And she never even went near a shaving shop. Can you believe that? She went near shops, but not shaving. Or spicy shop. Brick Lane. But yeah, roast pork tomorrow, shoulder of pork, or some parts of the US, pork butt, with the skin on, crackling, crispy, whatever you call it, pork rinds, pork crackling, and then we'll have broccoli, green beans, carrots, new potatoes and gravy. And then go down a treat. Yeah, so after I finish all this video, I may watch a bit more of Tommy and that. I went to the doctor the other day. I can't. He's good. They have this sort of way. A lot of people can mimic him quite well. It's like a. I went to the doctor the other day. I did. I went to the doctor. Just like that. And he was just the way he looked at you, or the camera. It's just amazing gift, really. Right, I'll leave you to it. I've looked forward to this. This was an added last minute thing, this. It was just meant to be that. with some of them and some flatbread. But those flatbreads are lovely, and I think a good idea, maybe using them in a, because sometimes if I do a spicy stir fry in the week, if I buy these, I'd put some, because you put them in the oven for about 3 minutes, just sprinkle them with water, and then I'd put some garlic butter on in the oven, bring them out, and then put the spicy stir fry similar to this and enjoy it as a meal. Very Moorish. Hot. In the beginning it built up to a full burn and it's just maintained that right through. You know, you're looking at fresh chilies, bird's eyes, good kick to them. Buldak sauce, that has a kick to it. The Naga and Scorpion, they're hot, and the combination, as I say, for me anyway, it's burning. Not over the top, it's not silly, but I'm burning and it's lovely, and I'm not wiping my brow. Thank you. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend. If you follow me on the other channel, I'll see you in the morning for the scrape. If not, I'll see you in the next video. And that was lovely. So all the best. Have a great weekend. Thanks again. Take care. Very nice.